Fellas, we back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are, and we got to talk about this album that dropped.
Who that?
Utopia.
Do we have to talk about it for real?
Yeah, we finna talk about it. Of course, we gonna talk about this, man. Travis Scott, long-awaited album, Utopia dropped. It's been about 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Of course, when you guys watch this, it'll be longer. But it's been out longer.
There you go.
But yeah, man, let's talk about it. Definitely a great album.
Okay.
Had a lot of good features on there. Some of the features included let me get my words right. Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, Future, SZA, James Blake, 21 Savage. Of course, he had Drake on there. I feel like now it's an automatic thing for them to kind of
do a collab,
feature on each other's projects.
You missing a big name though.
Beyonce.
Okay, I was waiting.
I was getting there. I was getting there. For
I thought you was gonna drop that one first.
No. Sway Lee, of course, Young Thug, West Side Gun. I was highly appreciative of that one. He had production on there from Wonder Girl, Wheezy, Hit Boy, Boy Wonder, Benny X, Metro Boomin, and Alchemist. Alchemist was the surprise producer for me. Number one album on Billboard 200 still to this day. So almost 500K the first week, going on 150 plus million streams right now. Okay. He actually broke the vinyl sales week record for the album, first to do that since 1991, with 55,000 of the 500,000 sales being vinyl sales. Of course, killing the merch, merch game. So yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, see if y'all had a chance to listen to it, what y'all was feeling, what y'all won't feeling. And then
correct me if I'm wrong, right? So this is not you say it's currently the number one album, but it wasn't the first because I know we touched on this in a previous episode.
Yeah, this is the second hip hop album of this year.
First was
Uzi Vert, Pink Tape. Yeah.
So he dethroned Uzi in that regard. Okay, so Utopia, this is the follow up to Astro World.
Yep.
It was about how many years was the difference?
Astro World came out it's 5 years. Astro World came out in 2018.
Okay. So he made us wait 5 years, and the follow up was Utopia.
Long awaited, man. Definitely a lot of
good production, great production actually. Yeah. A lot of features. I think with that being said though, some of the features outshine Travis to me.
You think so?
Okay.
I think so.
I can understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
I kind of disagree with that.
I don't know if he held his own alongside the features. I mean, Trey just ran down the list, and it was some prominent names mentioned.
Yeah, he definitely got outshined on Meltdown for sure.
Yeah, and the production was definitely a step in a different direction from Astro World. I wouldn't say a step up because Astro World is, how I feel about that album. It's a great album. It just was.
You said it's a step up from Astro?
No, I said a step in a different direction.
Okay.
I think he purposely did that though.
Yes.
I don't think he wanted to come out with an Astro World Part 2.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do something. I mean, the first track, I forget the name. Hyena. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That sets the tone right there. So he already let you know from that track that it's like, all right, this is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? But I would say this is probably like his experimental album.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is his Yeezus.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
No. But I mean, I think every artist get a right to do that, right? You should have a right to.
I don't think this is really that much experimental when it comes to Travis Scott.
So you don't think it's that far?
I feel like this is on brand for Travis Scott. Comparing this to Astro World, I think
that's not fair to do.
It's not fair to do.
Yeah.
Because he's grown in 5 years.
And I mean, if we are comparing, I think Astro World, the features outshined him on that album more than this album.
Really?
I think this album he more so showcased he can rap. Like he was actually rapping on this joint.
Yeah,
and I mean,
trash, for real.
If you want a song,
damn
featured,
fam, how long?
If you want a song with Beyonce featured on that joint, and you still show up on that joint, that's saying a lot. Like, we're not talking about just any old feature.
Not only did he show up on it, but that song he got with Beyonce gave me Renaissance vibes. Yeah. It almost felt like it should have been on Renaissance.
It might have been her song.
And he got on that joint, and You know what I'm saying? He became a part of it and not like he ain't stick out from the joint. You know what I'm saying? He ain't feel like he won't like out of place on his own type shit.
Yeah,
you know
I feel like with Astro World, it was a lot of songs on there where he was kind of playing the background to a lot of the features that was on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
With this joint, it was like, this my album, y'all the features.
Okay.
I don't agree with the Astro World take, but
I agree with Doug on the fact he was rapping, but the rapping to me was trash.
Trash?
I think this album, it was a lot of nothing going on. It was a lot going on and nothing at the same time. Like, I know I don't really look to Travis Scott for his lyrics.
I don't either.
But he tried to rap on this one, and it reminded me why I don't look to him for his lyrics. The production was good. This is like a big shiny box with nothing in it. That's how I feel. Like an empty box. There was no substance in it.
So it's a letdown.
So
basically what you're saying.
It was really what I expected from Travis Scott. I don't never expect any. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, I would never listen to this again. The only reason, for real, I'm not like
wow.
For real, like this. It had good production for sure.
Yeah, you can't take away from the production.
But the rapping on it, like I'm a lyrics guy, and there's nothing on there to make me want to go back and listen to it again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So only reason I did listen to it so I could talk to you guys about it. I wasn't hyped about Travis Scott.
God damn.
Phil, what's your point?
My point of view was this. Well, a couple things. Listen to the album. Agree with C. Not really a fan of it. To you guys' point, you said it's not fair to compare artists to their projects or product.
No,
albums that
I didn't say that.
You said somebody said it.
I said
Astro World.
I specifically said Utopia to Astro World. I don't want to generalize the statement. I'm only talking about these two albums.
Why do you think it's not fair?
Because it's just not. It's not. They're not supposed to go up against each other. It's Utopia in his own. Yeah, it's in his own lane. Astro World was in his own lane.
I get it, but if an artist has a catalog, I always compare them to and
the previous effort.
That's natural.
It's natural to compare these two.
That's natural.
I just feel like with this album, I had more anticipation than what C had, but as far as in general, to me it was a little bit of a letdown. To your point about the him playing the background, I don't know if it's your point or his point, but I think he sounds better when he plays the background on records. Sure. Also, I didn't like any track until we got to Meltdown.
Meltdown was hard.
That's track. I think that's like track six
or something.
That's crazy.
The first 5 tracks.
That's crazy.
I hate it. I've had it on my loudspeaker. I'm playing it. I feel like, hey,
you ain't like the production on the album?
Production is cool, but the beat switched like every 45.
There's a lot going on, but nothing at the same time.
Yeah, like I feel like he felt like he hit gold with the. What's the big track he had with Drake last album?
Sicko Mode.
And I felt like he ran to that part of it. And when you said this is his Yeezus, he was the inspiration for Yeezus. So, know what I mean?
Yeah, like, he was the inspiration.
Yeah, like a lot of artists do. They'll like with artists like Kanye or even Lil Wayne.
Borrow from.
Like they'll borrow swag. So Aiden Wade had a lot of Kid Cudi. Yeezus had a lot of Travis Scott. And one of the songs in the album, I forgot which one it was, sounded just like if I'm not black skinheads or it's like this. Like I'm like, this ain't the Travis Scott that I like. Like it was for me. So you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not gonna shit on it per se, but I'm gonna just say it wasn't for me. Like,
well, you gotta understand when you have my bad. Go ahead.
Huh?
Nah, good. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say what you just said, the black skinhead thing. When you have the artist who made that song, that's part of your team putting together that album, you gotta somewhat prepare yourself to maybe hear some similar sonics. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is on a lot of credits. On a lot of them tracks.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
This album?
On
Utopia.
On Utopia.
That's cool. That's cool. I feel it. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, it just wasn't for me. Like, for example, when I went to listen to Astro World, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I was like, hey, well, this is it was a great album. Like, I didn't go in it, I guess maybe because I didn't go into the album with any expectations.
Right.
And I left like, hey, this might be one of the best albums of that year.
Right.
And it wasn't necessarily for him rapping. It was the way it was curated, the beats.
Right. You can tell on this one he was trying to rap.
A little bit, and like I said, it just wasn't like.
He need to fall back, right?
Funny, yeah, like but like I said, maybe you like Travis rapping and like he made like his swag a little bit more. This is I ask you this question, Trey. Where would you rank this in his catalog?
That's a good question.
I'll speak on that once I give my. I want to give my like my feeling, my thing on it, my thought on the album.
Go ahead.
I thought the album was dope. I disagree with a lot of what y'all are saying, but to each his own. The album to me was very cinematic. It was a themed album. Definitely something that was supposed to be it was meant to be separate completely from Astroworld. Some of the tracks that stood out to me, that some of my favorites, God's Country, of course, Del Resto with Beyonce, UTOPIA Twins with Rob 49 and 21 Savage, Lost Forever with Westside Gunn, the joint he had with Future and SZA, Telekinesis, and then of course, Meltdown with Drake. That's a given. Where do I rank this album in his entire catalog?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fresh right now, but I will say it's probably his third best behind Astroworld and
Rodeo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rodeo.
What's the name of the second album?
Birds in the Trap. Sing McKnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Birds. I like Birds in the Trap better than Rodeo.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's early. My opinion on that order could change as time goes on. But right now, yeah, that's what I would say.
My only other question is, when you listen to this album now, do you feel like you liking it more the more you listen, or the first time you heard it, it clicked to you?
The first time I heard it was a little bit of a shock value. I fucked with a lot of the songs that I'm telling you. I fucked with it from the beginning.
Initial listen.
Now, some of the songs that I didn't rock with, there was a lot of songs. It's still like good 3 songs that I skip every time I play the damn album.
Yes.
But one is starting to grow on me, and it's only for a mood. It's only for like a mood. Like, I'll only listen to it if I'm at a party or if it's something going on. I can't ride in the car.
What's one of those tracks?
That's Fiend.
Okay.
That's a joint with Playboy Cardi. I can't. It seems to be a popular joint with a lot of people, but I just don't. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's not calculating with me.
I want to live with. I want to live with the album some more. Really, it's not. And listen, anything I said earlier, don't take it out of context. It's definitely not a bad album. It's one of the better albums I've heard of this year.
Yeah.
But it just was sonically a different album than I was expecting coming off Astroworld. That's the best way I can.
That's fair. I mean, these are all good takes, except for C's. His take was absolutely ridiculous. But but yeah, these are all good takes. Now, going back to some of these tracks, you know what I'm saying, that I said, that were my favorite personally. Mm-hmm. Of course, one of them was Meltdown. I think a lot of people will probably agree Meltdown was like the standout track of that album.
They got a chemistry. Drake and Travis got a good chemistry.
For sure. They work, definitely. Now, within this track, though, we got a little bit of controversy, a little bit of drama that kind of came from that joint. He seemed to throw a little shade at, our guys, Pusha T and Pharrell.
Coming from VA, man.
Coming from VA, it was kind of tough to hear that. For you guys that don't know, Drake and Pusha T, of course, been having a little feud for a good little while. It's been kind of quiet for a long, for a little minute.
I'm tired. I'm sorry, Trey. I'm tired of that feud. I don't. It's going nowhere.
To me, Drake the only one that's participating.
Like, wow,
Pusha didn't went past.
That shit over with. Like, I don't care no more. I don't care
no more either.
And then you dragging poor skateboard P. Like, what he got to do with this?
Yeah, bro.
Everybody gotta get it. I'm sure if I do a drive by, Doug is standing by you. Guess who's getting hit too? Douglas.
But the T, man, he the new Louis guy, man.
It don't matter. Everybody getting hit.
What you mad because you ain't get Drake? You mad because you ain't get invited to the fashion show? Is that what this is about?
Well, I'll break.
Before you start, I guess like the only thing. I think we hold Pharrell in the high standard, but I don't know if Drake holds Pharrell in the same.
Y'all the only.
He obviously.
I mean he
obviously does.
He do. He do.
He
did.
I don't know if he purchased it, but
yeah,
he had Pharrell's.
We're gonna talk about that.
Signature jewelry pieces.
Yeah.
From that Mr. Me Too time, and
just to melt that bitch.
Yeah. So Drake basically, so Drake purchased Pharrell's diamond nerd chain that he had with the three figures on them. 2.2 million. He purchased it off of a website by the name of Jupiter, which is a digital auction based website founded by Pharrell. And he wore that chain in the Jumbotron shit popping video. So in Meltdown, he goes on to say, I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of the heritage shit. Since V not around, the members done hung up the Louis. They not even wearing that shit. Don't come to the boy about repairing some shit. Don't come to the boy about sparing some shit. You lucky that Vogue was suing, because I would have been with the Wassers in Paris and shit. So he basically saying, you know, he melted down the chain that he paid 2.2 million, or whoever he knows that paid 2.2 million for in the auction. I don't know why he, you know, taking shots at Louis V. It's still a prominent brand. Niggas is actually still wearing it. I get the salute because, you know, R.I.P. Virgil, but you know, bro,
I don't respect the shit, man. You throwing rocks and hiding your hands. When it was on, when Pusha was ready to fight and we was in the ring, you copping please.
He didn't drop that disc. He didn't drop that response disc back then.
JJ Prince made you stop whatever. If you wasn't ready to get it on then shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up.
This response is 3 years too late, man.
I don't respect it.
And then another little disc that went under the radar, not to cut you off, but another disc in that same song, you know, people picking up on it. Travis went to he seemed to take a small shot at his baby mom's new boyfriend. So if you guys don't know, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, they have a child together. Kylie Jenner is now dating actor Timothy Chalamet from the new movie Wonka. He plays Willy Wonka in the upcoming film Wonka. And Travis Scott says in a line on Meltdown, he goes on to say, Chocolate AP and Chocolate V's got the Willy Wonka factory burning after like it's calories. Find another flame hot as me, bitch. I mean, that ain't really nothing to even report.
That was trash.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point to the man rapping.
It was trash.
He needed to shut the fuck up forever. I don't want to hear him rap.
I'm not gonna say forever. That right there was unnecessary.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Phil, what's up, man?
Well, I thought about the Usher song.
So let us know what y'all thought about Utopia, bro. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Now I want some chocolate. Candy, fool. Chocolate cake.
That was wild.
That was crazy.
Because I said I want some shot.
Y'all fools, man. Y'all some fools.
Yeah.
All right, last thing I got was this, man. I'm here for all the smoke, all the diss tracks. I know y'all said it's a little too late, X, Y, Z. I mean, Push definitely the one to hear some stuff and definitely gonna reply. Waiting for the Jim Jones joint to officially release. Push, let's go. Let's get it.
That nigga on tour. He ain't thinking about that shit, man. Hey, but look, man, let us know what y'all think about Utopia, man, in the comment section below, YouTube, Spotify. Let us know, man. Was it something that y'all rock with? Was it worth the wait? You know, bro literally had us waiting 5 years for that joint. Is it something that you can appreciate? Do he need to go back to the drawing board and do it again? I mean, obviously, a lot of people is appreciating it. It's doing very well right now. So, you know, just let us know. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, shout out to the boy Travis Scott, man. Congratulations on the #1 album.
For sure.
Not taking nothing away from
another one. Another #1.